In Inglewood. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Ready, run. Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On to give, it's Vidal. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kamani Vidal, 53 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Chiefs nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run here with a rookie. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Ball right right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to change things up. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Yellow! I'll go on!
On first down, it's Krosky Merritt. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5. Here's a 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mahomes is going to run the option left. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness.
Jacoby Krosky Merritt. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time on, they can repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Kamani Vidal. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield and made the defense think run first before they swing him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 38 now. Here's second down at 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. Mahomes takes it himself. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
On the give, Krosky-Merritt.
Oh, a heck of a move. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Again, it's Krosky-Merritt. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Yellow.
Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And Xavier Worthy.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
And Mahomes will do it himself.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. A run inside, Krosky Merritt.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Alberto,
31 yards.
and the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chargers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Ooh, the juke. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get into our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Black 80, black. Go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, ram. Copy.
To the air again, Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple.
2nd and 2.
Set, 5-9.
Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on a catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
On the ground, it's Vidal.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Herbert now. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes going to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He completes it to Beckham. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
2nd down and 4.
Yellow.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down.
Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead.
Butker now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score. Chiefs 31. Chargers 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads into bigger errors.
36-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Set. Go.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. To the left side, he's got McConkey. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
A run. Here's Vidal.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he will score. Touchdown. Lamb McConkey. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are back within a score.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
Gets by him at the 25.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This 2nd and 4.
In motion, the tight end. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Mahomes to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 1. They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mahomes.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down. Out of the gun, they go with Krosky-Merritt. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brings up second and 7.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a
That's right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession, gigantic.
And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw.
Setting up the screen, Krosky-Merritt.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard. Give to Krosky-Merritt.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running back's trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. Down to the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Hey, 43, 15. What's that?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Kansas City.
Hey, 15. What's that?
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
In motion goes the tight end.
That one caught by Rice.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
They'll get this complete to Worthy.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forcing the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
He's into space past the 25.
And out of bounds right around the 20.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here comes 2nd down.
I don't need to.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Touchdown, LA! A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Chargers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Chiefs 37.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. And Mahomes will do it himself.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Herbert.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Oronde Gadsden
from 17 yards out.
And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Chiefs 37.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game.
On the give, it's Vidal.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4. Again, it's Vidal.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Here's Herbert.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers' first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. The Chargers, they are heading to the Super Bowl. Thanks to you all for watching, and good night. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.